So Digimon Story Time Stranger is basically the first big-budget Digimon RPG we've gotten in years, and it's trying to be a proper comeback for the series. The fans have been waiting quite a while for this. The story starts in Tokyo, where you play as an agent from a secret organization called ADAMAS that investigates weird paranormal stuff. You encounter this mysterious creature right before a massive explosion destroys part of the city. Then you wake up 8 years in the past, and now you have to figure out what caused the world to collapse and try to prevent it from happening again. It's got time travel elements mixed with parallel worlds. What makes this one different is that you actually get to explore the digital world properly this time. In previous games, most action happened in the real world or cyberspace, but here they've built out the digital world with different environments and areas where Digimon actually live. You travel between the human world around Tokyo and these digital realms, and each area has its own ecosystem of Digimon with their own stories. The battle system is turn-based, but they've added some new stuff. You can have up to 6 Digimon in your party, and there's this cross-action system where you sync your device with your Digimon to do special combo attacks. There's also something called extra strikes, where you time button presses for follow-up attacks. They kept the rock-paper-scissors attribute system from older games, but added more complexity with 11 different elements and various traits. One big change is how you collect Digimon. Instead of going to a farm to hatch them, you scan wild Digimon during battles and build up data, then convert the data directly into new team members. You can do this anywhere, which makes team building much more flexible. There are over 450 Digimon available, and you can digivolve and de-digivolve them as much as you want to experiment with different forms and movesets. Your Digimon develop different personalities based on how you interact with them, and this affects their stats and abilities. You can chat with them to gradually shift their personality in different directions, depending on what kind of build you're going for. They've also added voice acting in English for the first time in a Digimon game, which is a pretty big deal since most fans are used to just reading subtitles. The production values seem way higher than previous entries. Better graphics, more detailed environments, and more cinematic presentation overall. The difficulty has multiple settings, including a hard mode that's made to actually provide some challenge without being overwhelming. Items don't consume turns when you use them, and all your Digimon gain experience even when they're not actively fighting, which cuts down on grinding. There are different editions available with season passes that include additional story episodes and new Digimon, plus various costume packs and bonuses. The base game costs about $70, which is pretty steep. Performance-wise, it runs on 60 FPS on PC, but only 30 FPS on consoles, which has been a bit controversial since the graphics don't seem demanding enough to justify that limitation. They're really trying to make Digimon appealing to both longtime fans and newcomers. The story is completely original, so you don't need background knowledge. And they've streamlined a lot of the more confusing mechanics from earlier games while keeping the depth that fans expect. And this sentence concludes today's video. If your time was respected, a like or comment is very much appreciated.